Welcome, everybody, to a new series that we're having on Instagram Reels. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to Area Sports Network. My name is Fabian Renkel. I'm one of your hosts here, and this is Justin. Justin actually covers LAFC for our writers for Area Sports Network, and he's going to be one of our hosts, too. What's up, Justin? Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me on, man. I'm excited to get this started.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's interesting times, especially if you're an LAFC fan. Gareth Bale comes into the squad seemingly out of nowhere, right? So, I mean, there wasn't that many rumors linked to it, but a fun time to be an LAFC fan. Am I right?
You're absolutely right. And yeah, as you say, I mean, there was a lot of rumors about Chiellini, and that was a long-term project. But Bale, it happened very, very quickly, as you say. The front office of LAFC got the job done very, very quickly. And it was, a huge signing, not on a DP contract as a TAM, is just incredible. Has to be one of the most incredible signings, if not the most incredible signing in MLS history for me.
Yeah, especially on a TAM deal that makes no sense. So it's something that it almost seems like it's not fair. But definitely Gareth Bale in MLS has been a media circus. I know that for a fact, and it's been a fun time seeing. I mean, his first pass, everybody was already posting it, but it was something to be kind of in awe about. So what did you think? What did you think of his first game? What's something to look out for from Gareth Bale?
Yeah, well, I think you brought up the first touches is a great point. It just proves to me that he's here to put on a show. I mean, he's come to the City of Angels, to Hollywood, to put on a show for everybody. The flicks and tricks that he came out with in that first game against Nashville, and then he got significant minutes against Sporting Kansas City and found his first goal in MLS, which was just a clinical finish on the counterattack, classic Gareth Bale. So I think it's just going to be extremely exciting. And for LAFC fans, they're going to get to see him in person for the first time this Friday against Seattle at the Bank of California Stadium, which they obviously haven't gotten the chance to see him or Giorgio Chiellini in person yet. So that'll be really, really exciting. And just, the way that he fits into this team is so perfect because it's not a focus on Gareth Bale type of situation. It's a situation where Gareth Bale fits in really well to the LAFC system. He can play anywhere in that front three. With an already stacked front three, obviously Carlos Vela, Chicho Arango, Brian Rodriguez already there, it just makes LAFC an even more devastating attack.
Yeah, and watching that last game for LAFC, how do you feel the other teams were kind of attacking Gareth Bale? I mean, were they scared? Were they timid? Did they realize that, man, this guy is the guy who scored that bicycle kick versus Liverpool in the Champions League final? Or was it, this is just another MLS guy like Johnny Russell? How did you feel the other team played against him?
Yeah, well, I think when you're playing against LAFC and you're already down 1-0 and you see Gareth Bale coming onto the pitch, it's just deflating. It's just extremely deflating, and it has to be. But LAFC were sitting back at that point, playing a very defensive structure, and SKC were possessing the ball a lot. So, yeah, I mean, they had the ball, but they did nothing with it, right, for that entire time. And Gareth Bale then hit on the counter when SKC were having 70+% possession. That tells you all you need to know about LAFC not giving up chances and then having Gareth Bale on the other end to put in the goals.
And this is a little bit of a hot take, but where do you think Bale ends up with goals in the season? You think he scores at least 10 by the end of the season?
Yeah, I think he'll get double-digit goals. I think it's hard to say, right, because it's the middle of the season. We're getting into the second half of the season right now, so he doesn't have the same amount of time that others do. But if Castellanos and Chicho can score the amount of numbers, and Jeremy Ebobisse off the Earthquakes on a poor team scoring those type of numbers in half of a season, no hate. But if he can do that, Gareth Bale should be able to bang in goals. I expect him to fit really, really well into this team.
Yeah, no, we're all excited for it in MLS, and especially us San Jose Earthquake fans. We know LAFC comes into town. So we're excited to see Gareth. Yeah,
I'll be at that one. In San Jose. Yeah. So I'm from the Bay Area actually, but I'll be coming home and attending that one. It'd be really, really fun. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, Justin, I'll be there too, so it'll be a pleasure to meet you in person. And I thank you for your time today. Thank you for coming on and making these Instagram Reels, or now a YouTube video because it's a little long, but all good. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me on.